We're going to start formulas and functions. In a formula, what is formula? What is function? Mostly students are confused about formulas and functions. Okay, they think that both are same. Okay, but formula, basically, what is the definition of formula? It is the combination of constants, cell reference, and mathematical operator. Start with equal to sign. Start with constant. I'm going to explain each and everything. Constant was sabit, that value which cannot change. The value which cannot change is known as a constant. Cell reference, cell address. Cell reference, cell address. And mathematical operator means plus, minus, multiply, divide. So these are mathematical operator. In example, it has been mentioned is equal to 20, 18. 20 and 18 is a constant. 20 and 18 is what? A constant. B12 is a cell reference. 22 is a constant. C1 is a cell reference. Multiply, minus, plus, this is a mathematical operator. Mathematical operator. Riyazi alama jama manfi taraf taksim. Mathematical operator, mathematical operator. Okay. So formula, we made formula by ourselves. We made formula by ourselves. If I'm going to say salary plus 500, so it is a formula. Okay. If I'm going to say salary multiplied by 10 divided by 100, so it is a formula. Okay. So formula, we made that. Functions are what? Functions are built-in formulas. They are also formula, but Excel or Microsoft have basically made that by themselves. Okay, we just use them. We just use them. How we use them? By providing their name. By providing their name means formula name is, function name is sum, function name is average, function name is absolute, function name is mode. So these are the function name. So we will give the function name and then we give argument. Okay, here what argument is? We provide argument to the function. We provide argument to the function. And argument is what? Argument can be a cell reference, argument can be a constant, or it can be a range. We provide argument to the function. Right now I'm going to show you what the argument is. It's equal to sum. Right now the number 1 is the argument, number 2 is a argument. Okay, and in between them you can see comma is showing or not. So that is a separator. That is what? A separator. Here the separator between argument is a comma or semicolon sign. In some computer it is a comma, in some computer it is a semicolon. Okay, and it will also start with equal to sign. It will also start with equal to sign. Here, just like sum is what? Is equal to, if I have written sum, so sum is the function name. Sum is what? The function name. Here, equal to start with formula and function both start with equal to sign. Here, if I'm going to write here 24, so 24 is a constant or not? If I'm going to write here B12, so B12 is a cell address or not? If I'm going to specify a range, okay, B13 to B16. So B13 to B16, this is what? A range. This is a range. You can see that from this cell to this cell, selected or not? So this is a range, closing bracket. So we can provide a argument to the function, and argument can be a constant, cell address, or range. So these three things we can provide to the functions. Okay, if I'm going to enter, so sum has been done or not? Okay, here the function example has been written. Sum is equal to sum h9 to h12. h9 to h12, one range is there. Here sum is equal to sum 12, 15, 18, b12, c10, or is equal to average 10, 11, and b3. So these are the functions which mostly we work on the functions. Right now, first of all, we are going to start the function. So for function, I'm going to here first of all introduce one sheet by name of function name. Or first of all here function name. Here function. How we are going to write function and then result. Okay. So these three things I need: function name, function, and result. Increasing its font size or zoom size so that visible to you more clear. Bold also, control B bold, and it will be permanent. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, if you remember page layout tab, we have repeat titles are there or not? Okay, now here free span is there. In view tab, free span is there. I need to free span. Is free span first row or not? Top row. Okay, right now I'm going to write the function. First of all, I'm going to write a function columns functions. This is the function name. How we are going to use the function is equal to columns right now. We are going to specify a criteria, or we're going to specify here what a range. We're going to specify a range from this to this. Find out how many columns are there. I'm going to select that. Look over here. In this range, how many columns are there? In this range, how many columns are there? Enter that. So 5 columns are showing or not? Okay. So if you want that, it will show the function. So function name or function is showing result. Here, control V. So the result is what? 5. Function name is columns. How we are going to write a function, and the result of the function is what? 5. If I am going to specify total number of columns inside the Excel, total number of columns inside the Excel. So what I'm going to write is equal to columns. Okay, and what I'm going to do, column in which row? In row 1. Columns in which row? In row 1. Enter that. How many columns? 16,384 or not? This is total number of columns inside the Excel. I can verify that 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2 here. How I'm going to verify that 2? And go over to the series. Okay, in a column wise or row wise? In a row wise series, linear stock value is 16,384. I'm going to write 85. Let's suppose one extra, but because last cell. Right now, come to the last cell. What is that? 16,383 or not? Okay, and because 1, 2 repeated over there. Okay, one column repeated over there. So therefore, understand this thing. So total number of columns inside the Excel. Okay, right now, if I'm going to again writing this formula is equal to columns. Okay, and in a specific area. So area selected or not? In this area, how many columns are there? Closing bracket. So it will show you. Clear this thing? Here, how we have written the function? This one here. The function is written, and the answer of this function is 16,384. 16,384. Here, if I'm going to write here, I'm not going to write 1, 1. What this 1, 1 is? Mean first row. How many columns in first row is available? If I'm going to write is equal to columns here in 5th row or 8th row. Let's suppose 8th. This is if I'm going to write 8 and 8 again. So this select the whole row. Select the whole row. Closing bracket. So same answer will be there or not? Same answer will be there or not? Understand that? Total number of columns in a specific row. Okay. Next one is which function? Rows function. Same like a columns, we have another function, rows function is equal to rows, and here select the area. In which area you want to select the total number of rows? In this area, how many rows are there? Closing bracket, enter that. How many rows? 6 rows. Select that, and furthermore, Control C copy, Control V paste it. So number of rows are 6. If I want to find total number of rows in Excel, total number of rows inside the Excel, so is equal to rows, and here which select one column. Select one column. Which column I'm going to select? A, B, C. Kudam column. No. One is a row. D. Okay. D. Double column D. And closing bracket. Enter that. So 10,48,576 or not? How are we going to verify? Last one is what? 10,48,576 or not? And it will give you answer 10,48,576. Clear this thing? Okay, total number of rows inside the Excel. If I'm going to write instead of D is equal to rows of a column A, the same answer it will give you. Understand this thing? No. There is column name, full column name or full column. If I'm going to write C12, so specific cell selected or not? I don't want to select a cell. I want to select full column. Okay, so I'm going to write the full address. Next simple function here, sum function. I think so you know more better, but I'm going to explain that is equal to sum of specific cells you can do. Here I'm going to write some. I'm going to select some cells here, and this is range selected. Okay, 0. Why? Because in a range there's nothing here. So if you're going to see sum has been taken or not. one more here. This is a range selected. One by one you can do argument wise. One by one here is equal to sum of a one by one cell. So here I'm going to select this one cell, second one, this one cell, third one, comma. I'm going to put a comma. Comma is what? Comma is separator, argument separator, argument separator. In all function we will use this comma. Okay, my Excel except comma. Maybe in your computer also comma, in some computer semicolon is there. So if I'm going to close the bracket, so they are going to be sum. They are going to be sum. Okay, we can select the cell by three ways. We can select the cell by three ways. Okay, here what these three ways are. I'm going to write these things also. Cell selection. Okay, or for formula. Okay, first one is second and third. Okay, first one is write the cell address. Okay, in a formula. Second one is select the cell address. Select the cell. Okay, by mouse. Click on that. And third one is select the cell by using the keyboard cursors keys. Okay, keyboard cursor keys. So I'm going to show you all these three, first, second and third, how you're going to select. For formula I'm going to write here is equal to, let's suppose, sum. Okay, right now first one is write the cell address. What is the cell address of this cell?
E9.
E9. So write E9. Select comma. If second one way, select by a mouse click. So if I'm going to click on that, so automatically cell address E8 is coming or not? Third one is by keyboard cursor, comma, and then look over here. I'm going to move my cursor. So cell address is coming or not? Okay, and closing bracket, enter that. Understand? So three ways are there to select a cell addresses. Okay, that was selection. Simple sum function. You got that? Next one is a count function. Which function? Count function. Count function is used to count the numbers only. Count function is used to count the numbers only. How are we going to do that? Is equal to, I'm going to write some text here first of all. Okay, is equal to count. Here is equal to count and arrange. I'm going to select what? Arrange. Close that. How many numbers are there? 4. If I'm going to press, I want the function, how the function will be written, and then the result. Okay, 4. If I'm going to do here, delete one of them, it becomes 3. If I'm going to delete 2 of them, so it becomes 2. But if I'm going to write Ali here, it remain 2 or not? Okay, so count function is used to count only numbers, no text. It does not count text. It does not count text. It counts just only numbers. Just count numbers. If I'm going to write A here, so it will not count that. If I'm going to write 23 here, so it will count that. Understand? The use of count function. If you want that, I want to count each and everything. I want to count each and everything. So how I'm going to do that? So for that another function is there, and by name of count A. By name of what? Count A. So enter that here, and how I'm going to use that is equal to count. First of all, I'm going to write Ali here so that it is clear to you. Ali. Okay, here is equal to count A, and select the cells. Right now select these cells, closing bracket, and you will see what is the answer. 4. Why 4 coming? Because it counts each and everything, means all. Count all. Count all and count everything it has been. If I'm going to here write 10 or here ABC here, enter that, so it become 2 and it remain 4 or not? It remain 4. So that is the use of count function. Use of count function and count A. Where we use that? I have created one attendance sheet. If you're going to see here, I've created one attendance sheet. Okay, and in this attendance sheet, just like simple attendance sheet I've created, just like name here, Jawad, and on which days he was present. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write present, P for present. Okay, so if I'm going to count how many days total attendance is there, so I'm going to use a function is equal to, if I'm going to use a count function, okay, and count them, select the cells, closing bracket, enter that. So 0 is showing. Why? Because we are not counting the numbers. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, count A, use count A, so enter that. So 21. Understand? So the use of count, but this is simple. Each and everything will be count if it is absent or if it is a present. If it is absent or if it is a present. If I'm going to write A here, also count it. If I'm going to write A here, so also count it. P also will count inside it. Understand? Count is used to count each and everything inside a selected area. Inside a selected area. Clear?
Can make a question.
What? Yeah, we are going to do that also, but not right now. We are stick to that function count. Okay, we are going to do that. Okay, the use of, because I am doing right now count A function. Okay, next one is a simple max or minimum function, which we have max function, buzartarin. Okay, so max function simple. I'm going to use in a selected area. I want to find out a maximum number. Okay, 10 and 22. Here I want to find out the maximum number in selected area, so is equal to max function. Alt has been pressed. Okay, max function, tab and select the area. What is the maximum number inside this area? Okay, 243 is the maximum or not? And it is also dynamic. Look over here. If I'm going to change the number, if I'm going to write 500 here, so answer will change or not? Okay, calculate automatically. Excel calculate automatically. Here, what is the function written? Is equal to max and simple. Or what is the result? Result is 500. Clear? Same like a maximum function, we have a minimum function also. Minimum, M-I-N. Okay, minimum function. Here, how we can use that is equal to minimum of the selected cell. So select that and closing bracket and enter that. Okay, so what is the answer? 10 showing or not? And the minimum is a 10 also here. I need function and the result. How we can write the function and how we are going to see the results. Clear this thing? Minimum, maximum. Okay, I'm going to open a file where the function list is there. So which function we are going to do for right now. Okay, first of all, I'm going to highlight this so that it is visible to you what this is by a color. Back color, I'm going to give it green, light green or normal green, and also border for that. Okay, that border also applied. Right now, maximum. After that, I'm going to use absolute function. Which function? ABS. The function name is ABS. ABS. It is basically absolute. The full name of this function is what? Absolute. What is the use of absolute? Okay, I'm going to here write the function. It converts. There are different types of functions. Okay, one is a group function, another one is a scalar function. One is a group function, another one is a scalar function. Group function, for group function we provide number of values. Okay, for scalar function we give one value. For scalar function we give one value. Here, absolute is a scalar function. Maximum, minimum, count is a group function. Okay, these are what? Group functions. So difference between group function and scalar function. Scalar function, for scalar function we provide one value. Okay, or for scalar function just one value or two value will be given. But for group function we can give 1, 2, 3 number of values. Just like I'm going to give you here the example. Salary, or here total sale. Let's suppose if I'm going to write total sale. Here you're going to write a total sale here. 500 minus 4,300 of 430. Let's suppose here 200 and minus 600. So here some values are in a minus. What is the use of absolute function? Absolute convert the negative value to the positive. Absolute, convert negative number to the positive. This is the use of absolute. And positive remain positive. Positive remain positive. Musbat onemi musbat bosha. Change namesha. Or manfi number change mesha to musbat. Okay, so this is the use of absolute. Okay, I'm going to use the function here. How you're going to use that? Is equal to ABS, select the cell. So 500 remain 500 or not? And if you're going to drag this function down, so it will, negative number has been changed to the positive or not? Negative number has been changed to the positive. So this is the use of a absolute function. Clear this thing? Use of absolute. Where we use that? Where we use that? In accounting, there is no negative number. In counting, you cannot use a negative number. Credit and debit is there. Credit and debit is there. So if somebody write a number, so automatically if somebody by mistakenly write a negative, so it should be converted to the positive. Just it will go to the credit or debit. Clear this thing? Okay. So while you want to convert the negative number to the positive, we use absolute. Anybody have idea how to convert a negative number to the positive? Idea how to convert a negative number to the positive? Clear combination.
Clear the sign of money.
No. Ci formula lista में इकोनॉम कि वो हर नंबर अस कोनेमी ज़रबे मनफियात में इकोनॉम कुछ में से मुस्बत में से ना में से का नंबर ज़रबेयात में इकोनॉम मुस्बत में से मनफियात सॉरी -1 if I'm going to multiply by -1 कोनेमी मुस्बत में से ना में कोनेमी मुश्किल जोड़ में इकोनॉम ची मुश्किल मुस्बत नंबर मनफी में इकोनॉम मनफी नंबर मुस्बत में इकोनॉम yes. Okay, another solution. This is, you can do that, but problem is there. This is not going to record because this is extra thing, not regarding to the function. Here, if I'm going to do is equal to this multiply by -1. ची शुद्ध प्लस शुद्ध हो वक्त नमी का नमी फॉर्मूला बहुत दिगर सल में को नमी माइनस का ओ चिरकम में ओले मो चिरकम एब्सोल्यूट फंक्शन जोड़ शुद्ध ओले मो नमी जोड़ में करो चिरकम एब्सोल्यूट फंक्शन जोड़ शुद्ध एनमी रिकॉर्ड ना मेशा because it's not regarding to that extra thing. Okay, here how this absolute function has been created. Okay, if I'm going to write is equal to if the cell value is less than 0 then cell value multiply by -1, otherwise show same. Right now this is the use of absolute function. Behind that this formula is written. If I'm going to do, look over here, apply for 200 जोड़ देना सर ओ इनके या कॉलोन फंक्शन में खुद निश्चित करेंगे ओ बिल्डिंग फंक्शन हम लोग ABS absolute. So I have told you, just first of all I'm going to explain that what is functions. Functions are built-in formula, NMM formulas. Oh, ची जामात जातना में कैसा है ना बस जब फंक्शन नाम निश्चित में करो और वैल्यू इंटर में करो आपको कैलकुलेट में right? But behind that, if you're going to see this formula is written and you're going to use mind. The mind is using that how this has been done. Clear? Absolute function. What is the use of absolute function? Absolute function change the negative number to the positive. Change the negative number to the positive. Simple. And positive number remain positive. And positive number remain positive. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Diga kudam function is absolute. Na bas rafta awale khan. Na. Chi. Bas
Thank you so much.
Kharas. Kudam ABS. मज़वा तो मोबाइल के लोगों के पेमेंट आप उसके मनफी नंबर मुस्बत चेंज किए नोट से कारण लगा how is equal to write simple how चिरकम में here is equal to ABS or select cell. नहीं बस नहीं सॉल्व है फंक्शन है शुरू नहीं सर बैटरी फंक्शन ही पाती की क्या yeah please concentrate here hey شما کار خلاص شد یا نشد okay please understand this thing around next one sine cos and tangent I mean make it amazing so what is that no enemy hokulish record mesha amma pati warda gia as enemies ole mom gap meza sumo hokulish agwanias huh se bor enemy gap gupti ek baar garam bugu ki garam record mesha sir was a quorum the video mana na leta so I am not going to give you this video please keep quiet no more okay both are correct I am going to tell you why another function is cos function tangent function and here is equal to sine of a cos of a 45 select the cell and if you're going to see here this is the result showing cos 45 is equal to tangent 45 select the cell and tangent 45 answer is showing here the answer which is showing this is right now in a degree if you want to convert to the radian also possible how are you going to do that I'm going to do right now just wait and enter here F2 okay 45 in a calculator while you take a 45 sine and if I'm going to take 45 sine of this so what answer is showing 0.707 how are we going to calculate this 0.707 here go to the Excel and here just first of all change this 45 to the radian so how we are going to convert to the radian is equal to function name is radians is equal to radians and select the cell address right now closing bracket and enter that you will see here this is right now degree to the radian converted again take sine of this cell and you will see 0.707 answer is created or not 0.707 answer has been created so another function we have radian okay radian function while degree is there and you want to convert to the radian so we're going to use radian function if radian is there and you want to convert to the degree so degree function is there okay we will discuss that or if you want I'm going to do it right now here the radians okay here I'm going to write 45 is going to be converted to the radians is equal to radians and select the cell here this has been converted to the radian reverse of this is how we're going to done here degrees okay degrees how I'm going to do here is equal to degrees okay of which cell of this cell or not because this is in a radian so same 45 answer coming or not reverse process okay next one is that was sine cos and tangent another one sine hyperbolic function you know people know hyperbolic sine hyperbolic function cos hyperbolic function and tangent hyperbolic function hyperbolic here is equal to sine hyperbolic same I'm going to select a 45 write 45 here so we're going to use 45 is equal to sine of a hyperbolic function. Here select the cell 45 and same answer here, and the answer which is showing in which format it is. If I'm going to use sine hyperbolic function, right now control V paste. So the number which is showing in which format this is there. Which format?
Look.
No, which format?
E4 when no sir. Logarithm.
Scientific form. It is a scientific format. If you remember,
Yeah.
scientific format is used for logarithm. Okay, so this is a scientific format which is showing is equal to cos hyperbolic, and select the cell 45, and again same scientific format is showing. How are you going to convert to the normal? You remember anything this for? How are you going to convert to the normal? By our cell formatting it is possible or not? Tangent hyperbolic function of 45 is equal to 1 is equal to 1. So sine, cos, tangent, sine hyperbolic, cos hyperbolic, tangent hyperbolic, radian and degrees function we have discussed. Hyperbolic. In hyperbolic is basically used in a circles. Mini circle is known as a hyperbolic, hyperbola, parabola and hyperbola. In a math maybe you have studied that.